Florida Honda dealers.
Welcome back to the 360. So right now I'm challenging myself to close all 3 rings on my Apple Watch for the entire month of November. I'm currently 3 days strong. Pretty proud of myself, if I do say so. Now in tonight's centerpiece, Spectrum Sports 360's Marisa Silvas introduces us to one Daytona Beach Shores man whose pickleball streak puts mine to shame. Day after day after day, Paul Connifey makes the drive to Pictona Pickleball Club. His appearances have been something everyone's learned to count on.
I had played 30 days in a row, and at that point everybody wanted to be a part of it, and they wanted me to keep going, so it's just grown from there. Now I'm at 1,011 days.
Yes, he recently hit 1,000 straight days of pickleball. The impressive streak began after he learned of the sport from neighbors in Daytona Beach Shores, who he says were always smiling.
Said it was a combination of tennis and ping pong. And I'm like, well, I played tennis at a 5.0 level, and I had a ping pong table in my basement growing up. So it was a perfect game for me.
A perfect fit for someone who's motivated to stay active.
I know it sounds crazy, but if you're moving every day, chances are you're going to live a nice, happy life.
So what constitutes a game during the streak?
It's got to be a full game, 2-11, 1x2, and it can be singles or doubles on a regulation-sized court.
Connifey's come across his fair share of obstacles along the way, including sweltering heat, a battle with plantar fasciitis, and
during the hurricane we had to improvise and mark a court off and use a temporary net.
Anything to get the 15 to 20 minute game in within 24 hours.
You can usually fit it in if you're running late, 11:30 at night, which I've done also.
The 54-year-old's very popular on the court, and it's easy to see he enjoys himself.
It's healthy. I'm outside. It's very social, and it's for the most part, it's easy on the body. I used to play tennis, and I would never be able to play at more than 1,000 days tennis every day.
It's such a social game. Connifey estimates he's played with close to 2,000 people.
I shot that.
He also competes in tournaments and just won gold in the 50-plus 5.0 division at Pictona.
When you play in competitions and you play higher levels, it helps you see if you're doing the right things or not.
But he doesn't just play with other exceptional players.
You guys are awesome.
He also volunteers to teach the basics.
There you go. I didn't think I'd like it, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like helping people learn.
And he has a lot to pass along.
It matters to me to make people sure that they're safe on the court so people don't get hurt, and that they're having fun with it.
After playing and teaching, it's time to cool off. And the question on everyone's minds, just how long will this streak continue?
I pretty much have overcome a lot of things, but it makes it hard now that I've got a covered roof to not just come out and play a game.
His friends and everyone he comes across anxiously await updates and will keep rooting him on.
It means sometimes more to other people than it does to him, but that's the type of person he is, and he gets everybody excited about pickleball, and he's a great ambassador for the sport.
A pickleball poster boy who relishes his dedication to the sport.
I keep saying I'm going to take a day off.
Hasn't happened yet.
And I don't. I make it happen somehow. 2012.
Marisa Silvas joins us now for tonight's follow-through. Marisa, is Paul's record recognized anywhere? And what is next for Paul?
You know, Guinness World Records does not monitor a streak for playing pickleball, so he could apply for a certificate, but it would take a lot of time and money. But the thing that struck me the most was how much Paul enjoys being out on the court, and also that the streak, it really doesn't feel like work. It's just part of his everyday routine, and he makes sure that it gets done. Tonight, he completed game 1018, and if he keeps playing, he's going to hit 3 straight years in January. And I have a feeling that he'll at least make it to that mark. Paul was also gracious enough to give me a mini lesson, so I learned the art of dinking, and we hit it back and forth 19 times. So you guys, I feel like a pro.
All right, Marisa, I'm challenging you then. I actually play some pickleball. It's on. All right, Orlando City fans, it's officially